Hey y'all, it's your girl JB Smokes, and I am here, of course, with Flint's favorite actor, and we are rocking with the Superstar Spotlight. Go ahead and catch the episode.
Everybody say they love me. They so fake, man, this world really ugly. On my ops, so he really tryna jug me. I can't be sitting around waiting on no could be.
What's up, you guys? This is your favorite actor, Brandon Houston, back with another episode of Superstar Spotlight. And coming into the spotlight this week, she is a superstar on the rise. She currently has a project out now titled Who Won't Smoke. She's been doing her thing for some years now, and it's time that we give her a shine, give her her flowers, and get to know what she's all about. I'm getting ready to drop a project titled The Interlude, coming out to y'all very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to give it up for JB Smokes in the building.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here.
I'm glad that you're here. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited to finally get this project out that we've been waiting on for like forever.
Yeah, we've been waiting on it. We are excited. I'm telling you, Flint is ready for it. The world is ready for it. And right now, we're ready to get to know you and what you're all about. So first of all, welcome to the spotlight.
Okay, let's get into it.
So we're gonna get into it. So basically, we're gonna start out getting to know you. Who is JB Smokes as an artist?
If you would have asked me that, like when I dropped Who Won't Smokes, I probably would have been like, I'm the dopest female rapper in the world. And yeah, that would have been my whole little mantra. But now I'm just trying to find out exactly everything that I can be as an artist, an all-around artist, utilizing my whole craft, like knowing that I could sing instead of playing with it. Like a lot of people didn't know I was singing on my own songs on Who Won't Smoke. They thought it was somebody else, and I'm like, no, gee, that was me. Right. So I'm trying to get to that space where I'm everything and I'm not just one single piece of the puzzle.
Okay, yeah, so I can definitely understand now. Being well-rounded as an artist creates more lanes and more avenues for you. So I can definitely vibe with that one. So given that you are becoming more of a well-rounded artist, how did we get to the name JB Smokes in order for you to, embrace that and then cultivate that as an all-around artist?
I know, it's so funny, like a long time ago, people used to call me Juicy Bae. So that's where the JB came from. And before I even started like posting music and stuff like that, I was making like smoke videos. So
okay. Like on YouTube or?
Just on Snapchat, just messing around. And then my husband was like, I'm gonna call you JB Smokes. So it kind of stuck once I really started taking rap serious. I was like, sure, that's a dope rap name. So I just kind of stuck with it. I've been thinking about dropping the JB lately and just going by Smokes because it's so hard in music for people to get your name right. I know everybody feel me.
Oh yeah.
So I just been thinking about shortening it, but that'll come after the interlude. We ain't there yet.
Okay. All right. So we've got the name. We've got the will to be all around. So is that how we would describe your style of music? Like it's an all around style, or is it like really based on the type of project that you're doing? Because I know with Who Won't Smoke, that was really like really in your face, really talking your talk, and telling the story at the same time. So is that your style, or is it more to it when it comes to you making music?
I think it's so much more. Like it is way more broad than just Who Wants Smokes, but storytelling is what I thrive on. I love to sit there and, like, if you listen to the project that I put out to the project that I'm about to put out, I'm trying to have it from start to finish where you can listen to it and kind of get a piece of the mind frame I was in when I was coming up with those. So, like, in the beginning with Who Won't Smoke, I felt like I wanted to be taken serious in the studio. I didn't want to be behind somebody because I'm a girl. So I went there. It was fun. Shows from Who Won't Smoke be lit. So
definitely.
like I just wanted to do that. And then I got to doing the interlude, which was really humbug. Like, Cracked Out was playing a beat with a Maxwell sample. And I just started freestyling. He was like, we was gonna drop it. And then boom, like songs just started coming. And they weren't anything like the former project. It was more singing, more laid back, trying to steer away from cursing so much, more so for my possible fan base. Like, my kids go to school and them and their friends, like, they want to give out mommy's business cards and they say who wants smoke on it. I'm like, y'all in elementary school, don't search that on YouTube. Right. Don't tell your mama my daughter gave you the card, okay? Right. So I wanted to go into a different direction where, like, we could shoot for the radio. Is what I'm hoping for, is to start to write to a point where we don't have to do a whole lot of changing and, yeah, trying to do something else and find pieces to give to the audience.
Yeah, okay, I understand that. So it's just showing different layers of you as an artist and giving people something different, but it's still you in the same breath. So yeah, I get that. So with that being said, what's the creative process like when you're trying to create a different sound? Is it a challenge at all, or is it something that you're naturally good at, given that you are able to sing and things of that nature? What's the thoughts when you're creating a new type of sound?
So, like with the interlude, it became a whole different process, because usually when I'm singing, I would write more, but I wasn't doing that. So, like, everything came from scratch. It was no old beats, none of that. I would come in and Cracked Out would be working on something, and if I heard it, like if it clicked in there, then the song would come and he would be making the beat. I actually co-produced my whole project, as far as choosing sounds for the beats, how I wanted things to go, where I wanted things to drop at. I was very involved with that process, so that I wanted it to be cohesive. So I didn't want it to be like, oh, here's this extra slow song and then here's this extra fast song and the beats don't really mesh. So I pretty much, as he would make the beat, in my head, I'm writing the song. So by the time the beat was finished for this project, I would be dropping at least the bones of the song. Half of these I ain't wrote down nowhere. I gotta go over the lyrics myself. So it was just a cool, fun process, because I didn't really feel, how can I put it? I didn't really feel any pressure to do this. Like, it wasn't like, oh, you gotta top Who Won't Smokes, or you gotta be the best rapper right now. No, I didn't have to do any of that, but be myself. And it was just feelings. Either it was something I was feeling, something that somebody close to me was feeling around me. I was just trying to make a project that will make people feel, whether you want to or not, whether it's love or friendships or depression, because it's heavy on us right now. So I wanted to get there. The interlude is literally the process of me getting to the next space from where I was.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely get a sense of where this is going, because Who Wants Smoke? I'm in the car like 1 puff, 2 puff, 3 puff smoke. You know what I'm saying?
I don't really want no. Oh,
hey,
we had a party, y'all. Hold
I was in there getting hype for real. So I can definitely see that it's a big dramatic shift in the tone. And you mentioned Cracked Out as well, and he's producing or co-producing the project, right?
Yeah, so he did all the beats. I'm just helping with what I want my sound to be, instead of just being like, hey, let me get these beats, you know what I'm saying? Or what you got for me? I'm actually hands-on. Like, he like, what do you hear next? And I'm like, do you got a banjo in there or some shit? Like, just, trying to be close with it. But yes, he did produce everything on the project.
Okay, yeah, that's dope. And shout out to Cracked Out, by the way. We appreciate you, brother, for putting this together or helping putting this together. Um, Definitely looking forward to anticipating to what you guys cooked up because you guys are like so in sync when it comes to music. Like the energy between y'all just flows smoothly and things like that. So when I see y'all in performances, it's like this is dope. Like y'all are really like a dynamic duo when it comes to music. So talk about kind of the impact that he's had on your music and how much of an inspiration he's been to your career.
Man, cracked out, cracked out. He is like everything to my music career. And not because he's my soul partner, but because he is, I'm his protege. Like, so he took a chick that didn't know how to write a song. I was writing poetry, and he put me in the studio and gave me a place to be myself and to learn. And he taught me, you know, on down to the basics. How do you count bars? How do you write a hook versus a verse? You know what I'm saying? Pushing me to not be a repetitive artist where it's easier to take a hook and you repeat it. You know what I'm saying? But you give more to the audience when you write it all the way out, go the extra mile. So it was a long process to like teaching me how to record, learning how to record myself, but also just being somebody I can look up to musically. Like he is a great songwriter. A lot of people don't really know that. Some people see he's an artist now, some people see that he's a producer. But I mean, he has written for me and vice versa. Like it really grew to a point where we could be equal in music now. And he plays every part in the growth that I've had. Like before our brother Slow passed away, we had a sit down in the studio where we were all talking about me not just sticking in that lane that I was in. And I was in that head frame during Who Won't Smoke. So I was like, I hear what y'all saying, but this is what I'm trying to do, And it was kind of like a push to like, now I see it where it's like you could be so many things and then you can still do that. You know what I'm saying? But you can broaden your audience to touch a million people versus 10 people, you know what I'm saying? I want to get lit today. So yeah, he's played a big part.
That is good to see. It's great when people have like a strong support system behind them and really push them to be greater than they were like in their previous project. Because every time you want to keep elevating, keep ascending, and keep making music that caters to the type of people that you want to cater to. So that's really dope to see. And speaking of performances, that you mentioned, I know that we've seen you in the Concrete Jungle, seen you raps on the Bricks, many venues in Flint, some spaces in Detroit too as well. From a performance standpoint, how has that been for you musically? I know we haven't seen you on the stage in a while, but I know you can still kind of reflect on that and carry some of the things you learned from that with you going forward. So, what have the performance experiences been like for you?
Man, crazy, some disappointing, some not. Like, that's probably the biggest learning curve in music is being comfortable in front of people to a point where you're not worried about being nervous. I mean, as an artist, you're always nervous. I don't care what anybody says. I heard the other day, if you're not nervous during or before you perform, then you ain't a real artist because you don't know what's going to happen. So, like, I've had spaces where it was like a lot of people and then spaces where, not so many, but I'm learning to give it everything regardless of who's there. And also, you never know who is there or what you're doing. Like, we did a show in Detroit and we were at the Filthy America store. And I actually got to talk to Filthy, and he produced one of Kanye West's songs.
Okay.
And I didn't know that. I didn't know who he was, but I learned afterwards, like, you in the presence of great people, but you don't know who's in the room. So
Right.
treat it like it's everything every time. So yeah, I got to a point like Concrete Jungle really did it for me. Like I was nervous because I had like two smaller performances before that, and I was like, y'all, I don't really know if I'm ready to do this. And then we did Concrete Jungle, and that was something different. Like that was like a monster because that's like 15 minutes. I'm like, shit, I barely have 15 minutes of, on Who Won't Smoke. Like I
Right.
really just went in on the short songs and, so I was like, okay, we gonna get this together. But afterwards, I remember leaving and I told my team, I said, y'all, I want to do this for the rest of my life. Like every time, every day, every weekend. So for a long time, that's what we did. Like everywhere we could get in to do a show, we were in Jackson, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Livonia, Flint, of course. So we were all over the place and running through different sound systems, seeing how different people run stuff and things, but making sure to network and make connections so I could keep doing it. I wanted to take a break to finish the interlude because I'm like, I could do this all day. But I needed to move on to the creative process so that I could grow to the next stage. So I did take a break from performances. Feel free to book me, you guys. I'm ready now. I'm done.
Book her now. She is lit for sure. Like if you book JB, you gonna get a performance.
You can get the interlude. You can get headshots. We can do all that. Okay?
Ooh, I love headshots. By the way, that's my jam. That song is dope, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. That's on YouTube, man.
It is. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Spotify, Apple Music. Can I reflect on that for a second?
Yes, you can.
Because Headshots is special to me. And it's actually a song that I sat on for a minute before I even finished it, but it was written. But a lot of people will sit there and be like, oh, you can't rap about stuff that you don't know about and stuff like that. And what a lot of people don't know is that Headshots is not about guns. It's not. If you listen to it, it's like load the chop with 16, I'm killing everybody, like 16 bars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So every shot, every headshot is literally just my lyrical capacity in that song. So that's why I tried to talk a little bit slick in there and, whatnot. But a lot of people don't know that because on Who Won't Smoke, I made a lot of gun references, 40 cal. Like 40 cal is not a gun song. 40 cal is 40 bars. Like That's what I wrote. That's what I dropped. So I was like, oh, 40 cal. It was a, straight shot song. So that's what I named it. But yeah, like I like to play with words and stuff like that. And I don't feel any of us should be boxed into our lyrical capacity. So I did just want to reference that so people know, like, I do fully know how to shoot a gun. Granddaddy taught baby well. But it's not actual gun references. So when you see my kids like, oh, headshots, they know what they're talking about.
Y'all catching these bars. That's what y'all catching.
Okay. Just so y'all know. Don't get confused.
Yeah, that's it. But like I said, I love that song, and I just love that you continue to keep growing as an artist as well. So moving forward, we have the interlude coming out soon, and I know I'm not the only one anticipating that. There's lots of people waiting on that one. Are there any plans after that drops, or are we just kind of sitting back, letting that, get out to the people? Or are we just going straight back in, dropping more stuff?
I'm already dropping more stuff. So exclusively to the spotlight, me and Cracked Out are finally working on a project together. Also,
that's lit.
Like low key, Cracked Out let me help co-produce his project No Love that is streaming right now as well. So I was able to write on that project and help with like arranging certain things on songs and stuff like that. So we've been getting to a space where, we're helping each other with those things, and now we're ready to finally share the spotlight together.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different. It's going to be nothing like his project or either of mine. Um, it's our version of a different genre that we haven't touched yet. I ain't telling y'all yet, but I
I thought we was getting the full exclusive for a
might
minute.
play, one of the songs for our favorite actor after he cuts the camera.
Yes.
Not,
See?
y'all can't hear it yet. But yeah, we are working with some city faves a lot. The project probably won't really be like oversaturated with like a lot of people, but there are a few that really mesh the vibe that we are looking for on that. So I'm so excited for that. So y'all gonna get the interlude and y'all might get a couple of songs out of me, but performance wise, y'all might get a couple of exclusives when it warm up because it's only right. So I have no idea when we'll be ready to drop that. I'm really hoping before this year is over, we put that out as well. But yeah, it's probably gonna be a couple of videos, a couple of singles. This summer I will probably drop some music from our brother Slow that passed away. So we were sitting on that for a minute trying to figure out what to do. But I'm like, I'm gonna give somebody a summer bop that they can go ahead and run with off, for our brother.
Absolutely.
But yeah, right now I'm just working. I am growing. I've been in the studio with a lot of singers, learning and growing from a lot of people that are just beautifully talented here. It's so many. Like Taylor Tatum is amazing.
Definitely.
Enjoy Melody is amazing. And they have taught me so much in a couple of weeks. Like, it's crazy. Him has been in the studio with me and he is a fucking doll. Okay? Like,
yeah, he's dope for sure.
You can learn a fucking abundance of things from him, all of them really, but I've just been blessed to link up with like-minded people lately, and I'm so appreciative of that. I am.
That is dope. That is definitely dope. Okay, side note. You say you're going to do a couple of videos, so can I be in the video?
Yes, you could be in the video.
Yes.
Some of it may be acting as well, because we are trying to do different visuals. I do not want the regular we just walking through the hood video. So yes, come act in my video.
Yes, I would love to. Yes. I've been trying to, spread my acting wings a little bit. So yeah, I'm definitely down for it. All you gotta do is hit me up. I'm there. Y'all gonna see me in a JB Smok3zz video. Turn it up.
He probably gonna be breaking somebody's heart in the video because
I gotta be toxic. I'm sorry, y'all.
Y'all want to see toxic Brandon. We all know that y'all want to see it. We love toxic. It's Flint. It's Fly City.
It is Flint. So
let's just be real. It gets heated.
Man, crazy. But we ain't gonna get it.
We ain't gonna go there. It's the spotlight. Okay, not in the ring.
Right. We here for you. We here for you.
Yes, and I'm not drama filled. Y'all love me. Y'all know me. Y'all see me. I'm cool.
Yes, we do love you, and we love everything that you bring to the culture, musically and personally as well. So I just wanted to say that before I get into my next question. So we just discussed what's going to happen, or probably going to happen after the interlude. Beyond that, where do you see yourself musically in the future? Like, what does it look like for your career, couple of years, few years down the line for you?
Okay, so look, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna have a mansion. I'm gonna have some maids. No,
I'm gonna say, speak it.
Realistically, though, like, I just want to get to a point where I can have residual income off of what I love to do. I am tired of working for other people. I would like to get to a point where I'm my business and I can grow that. I want to do everything. I want to write for other people. I don't just want to be an artist. I want to be a songwriter, because I write stuff that isn't necessarily for me. It just comes. Might try to record it and it doesn't get finished because I don't feel that. But they're great songs,
Yeah.
I just want to be able to grow to a space that matters. Like, I'm showing my kids that they can do whatever they put their minds to, whether it feels little to us at the moment or whether it feels really big. You know, I just want to be a beacon for what we're doing here. Like I was telling Cracked Out before we got here that like a few years back, I was doing a class at the Michigan Works building, and there were all these like suits in there, and they were talking about how Flint is one day going to be the new New York. And nobody thinks about it like that, but realistically, I understood it back then.
Yeah.
But I see it so much more now. So I'm like, for y'all to know that, you had to know what you were doing because it's more than buildings. So look at how they're letting us grow artistically in the city now, you know, and
Right.
trying to give us spaces where we can be and actually put things together ourselves. And that's so dope, but like, it's true. So if the music scene keeps building, then Flint will be a whole nother beast. Like Cracked Out was like, you know, Flint could take over the new sound, like when Atlanta sat there and took over
Yeah.
the music with their sound, you know. It's never ending here because everybody is different. We have a city full of superstars and it's crazy. You know, it's not one, it's not two, it's so many. And I can't even just be like, oh, that's just me. No, I see it in everybody. It sucks that we fight so much amongst each other here
Yeah.
because like it could really grow
We could
and
really
blow,
be something. Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
and we could bring and pull businesses and things for Flint to not be in such a poverty stricken state. You know what I'm saying? And we could do that with how great we are, but it's a process. So I'm here for the process and I want to be a part of that with everybody, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I want in 5 years is for our music scene and everything around me to be bigger and come full circle so that I can be a part of it.
And that would be amazing to see. I can definitely see that happening. Just how you laid it out and described it. That's definitely something I can see happening in the future for sure. And you also mentioned that you wanted to do songwriting for other people. And is there anybody specifically that you want to songwrite for, whether it's locally, nationally, globally, anybody that you want to work with, locally, nationally? Who are those people that you see yourself working with or writing for?
Ooh, that is hard because see here, I know a lot of us write for ourselves, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we are amazing at that. So I can't really give a name specifically. I would love to tap into the R&B side and write for some of the girls, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If they would have me. It's not necessarily necessary, but let's be real. In the industry, they have songwriters all the time.
Yeah.
And it's a whole different beast to be able to take something that somebody else wrote and be able to form that to your own situation. So I think that would be something that would be dope for us. I would love to help up and coming female rappers or even look, I'm not gender biased. Like I can write for guys too. I'm not gonna sit there and write you into a situation that makes you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know, but it's more so artist development, I would say, than just single-handedly songwriting because it's a process. You know what I'm saying? Helping somebody to learn how to tap into their own creative ways, you know, where they can do it or helping you get on beat, teaching you the things that Cracked Out taught me. Like I would love to help develop younger talent and stuff like that. And yeah, anybody in the city I'm willing to work with. It doesn't, you know, whether it's a collaboration, whether, you know, it's like, oh, I got blocked at this moment. Let me slide through the studio on Smok3zz and see if we can shift this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just anything. I just want to work and help grow the talent for real. Like our kids, like our son and some of my nephews, like they do music and stuff and they're dope. And I just think like if somebody would have got to me when I was like 10 or younger,
Yeah.
you know, and developed me up from there, like where I could be at this moment could be a different place, you know. And most of us have studios or access to studios that we didn't have access to years ago. Like the growth of the scene around here is so crazy. So it's opportunities and rooms and doors that you could open up for people or just show them the pathway that we didn't really have no path when I was first trying to do it. So yeah, like just to be there, just whatever it may be. If y'all want to pay me to write a song, come through with your crew, okay?
That was a sales pitch, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure y'all tap in with JB, okay? Like from a metaphorical and lyrical standpoint, she got it for sure. If you heard any of her music, you know she got it. So make sure y'all make that happen. Tap in with JB.
Tap in, hashtag
she gonna get
tap
y'all together. She gonna get y'all together for sure. All right, so couple more questions. Let's get back to the interlude for just a second.
Yes.
Is coming out this weekend, correct?
Yes, on Saturday.
Sunday, 16th?
16th.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yep. So this Sunday. So for the people, why should we listen to the interlude?
Because I already told y'all that it's all headshots if you don't go listen to my project. I don't know why else you wouldn't listen to it. No, I think that people should check out the project because it's a see, now look at you. You done hit me with the okie doke.
I gotta bring it back around a little bit.
I mean, I feel like I have something on there for everybody. You know, it's not something you're gonna push play on and be like, oh, she hopped fully in her girl bag. We can't play this with our boys. Like, no, I do feel like I have stuff on there that everybody can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Like during that process, it was a big shift, like from rethinking friendships to family relationships to just life in general. Like I said, it's not a depressive project. To me, I feel like it's more so leading to be triumphant, you know, like you get to these spaces sometimes where you need somebody to be there for you, but you're there for yourself, you know? And that's what I tried to pull through on the interlude. Like there's relationship things in there. There is things about, you know, maybe you had a friend, but they ain't friending how they used to.
Right.
You know, so we at a different space now. We moving on to something else. Yeah, it's just, I think it's a good story. And I think that if you listen to it from beginning to end, there's something in there that everybody can find for themselves. And I hope they do. And if you listen to it and you don't, then I hope you hit me up about that too, so that I could find anything that I might be missing there, you know. But the interlude is growth, so it's not perfect. And I stopped trying to make it perfect because it was perfect for me. So I put it out the way it is. And I hope that I get back from it what I put into it, because I was scared to give it to people because it's very personal.
Yeah.
So I hope it's received like that. I hope it's personal for somebody else when they hear it.
So I'm going to cry a couple of times if I
mean, I hope not, but I mean, I hope so. So it's like
I'd say, because you know I've been going through some things, so it might be something that hit right in.
I'm telling you,
here,
when
so.
I'm like, life been coming with the 1-2, like I'm feeling like life coming after us all, like Clarissa Shields in the ring. Okay, we all finna get the beat down.
Man,
we gotta fight back. So I've been fighting, y'all. I done put it into the interlude. We all gonna get there. We good.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad you were able to put energy and time into that project just to make it where you wanted it to be. and I'm definitely excited for it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's dropping this Sunday, April 16th,
4/16.
and it's on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
All streaming platforms. So you ain't got no excuse why you don't have it,
No.
because it's everywhere. And in addition to that, Who Wants Smoke is still out there too. So if you haven't tapped into that, make sure y'all get into that too, because
Yes.
JB Smokes is definitely doing her thing. You know, it's spring right now, summer is coming, and we outside with it, right?
We outside with
we
it. We
back
was ready to
outside
drop,
with
okay?
it. So
It's warm outside right now. We was ready to drop, okay?
dropping something for y'all for the summer too. So make sure y'all stay on the lookout for JB Smokes, up and coming superstar. That's why she's in the spotlight right now, because we're getting to see what she's up to, where she's going, and what she's about to become. So for the people, just let them know where they can follow you on social media, how they can get in touch with you, how they can find your music, everything like that.
Okay. Really, you can hit me at Smok3zz on all my social platforms. So it's at SMOK, the number 3, 2 Z's. TikTok, I'll be on there acting a fool. Instagram, Facebook is where you'll find me the most. I like to interact with people. Don't be shy to hit me up and whatnot. You can listen to my music on Apple Music, Spotify. Feel free to run those numbers up, please. And at the same time, you can go ahead and go to YouTube. I don't care where you run the numbers at. Just hit subscribe on my YouTube channel, please, so we can, get to this space where we're reaching superstardom. But yeah, follow me on everything. I follow back. I ain't stingy. I will unfollow your ass if you follow me and you take it back though, because I don't play that. But so yeah, but that's where we at with it. We on the spotlight, man.
Yeah, we here on the spotlight. And JB, I appreciate you for coming on to the spotlight. It is an honor to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure, I'm gonna tell y'all again, make sure y'all go stream Who Wants Smoke. Interlude is coming on the 16th. Make sure y'all get ready for that one. That's gonna be a banger for sure. JB Smoke's gonna be out here performing pretty soon.
Yes.
So it's about to be a crazy summer.
It's gonna be warm out.
Gonna be
all my favorite artists gonna be out.
Man, it's about to be crazy. So once again, I thank you for coming on to the spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I just can't wait to see what you do. Coming. I can't even get the word out, y'all.
We excited.
That's how excited I am.
More excited. Okay.
Yes, but I'm just ready to see what you do, and I'm just ready to support you to the fullest, 100%, and everything like that. So keep doing your thing. Keep going crazy out here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And ladies and gentlemen, for your favorite actor, Brandon Houston, this is the Superstar Spotlight. Make sure y'all tap in on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and Snapchat too. We're going crazy on all the platforms. So yeah, and if you want to get on the spotlight, make sure y'all hit me up. I got y'all a spot in the spotlight.
Okay.
So yeah, so this is your favorite actor just saying, keep staying in the spotlight, y'all. And we out here. Peace.
Can't keep going back and forth. You're trying to take me back and forth. Now look at everything you chose. That's why we ain't the same no more.